Falco should be for Lurr. I guess he's at the right spot because you can see the burb.
I'm back.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, alright, to give me back for this ride. What is that? Just non-stop combo.
Yeah, I never was.
This is a tale of all the time, though. I'm saying, man.
Up there and there? Why does that work? It didn't feel like it could do anything. Or if it could, like, it just didn't input anything. Is Nair faster than up there? Now that I think about it, it probably is, but... Hold up. It starts at frame 3? It's pretty fast. And compared to up there, frame 7? Huh. So like, you can go up tilt, up air, and then fall with an air if the person's close enough. That's true. Pretty good. I didn't know about that. I didn't lab Falco all that much, but it makes sense. So you can basically go up tilt, double, and if you kind of get into a position where you're very close from the opponent after the up air, Nair starts fast enough that it feels like it's true. Like I don't feel like you could do anything there, right? That was just true. I would probably need to lab it, but it's like that's just completely true. There's nothing you can do about it.
I remember. Falco, and then the man.
Well, it's not bigger. It's just that it's faster. It's 5 frames faster. So during a combo, like you can't. It's unless like he has like a little bit more percent. There's no way you can land double up air. People can always jump out or air dodge out of it, so you never get to do that. But since it's a little bit faster, it seems like you can extend it, and like since you go for falling there, you can go for a up tilt after, or maybe a grab or something. Just keep it up. So that's pretty good. I really didn't know about that. I thought like whenever I was trying to go for up tilt, I always thought like, okay, well, up tilt up air is true and there's nothing else after that, so I'm better off just going back to the ground and then try to fish for something else, but it makes sense that you can just extend it.
And, I mean, he's pretty
By the way, Cyan, thank you for the follow.
much modeled himself after, like, the tribe of Falco, right? Captain Falcino. Right. You know, I gotta imagine
Sub down there?
He's
Oh, damn.
getting the Falco.
What the crap?
You went in.
We just danced and then just taking off with the footstool? Did we just do it? He did not do that. He just did. He did not do that. He just did.
Oh, that's an example. No way you wanted it.
Goodness, that was brutal. The dare
That double up there,
trade into
there's
the
enough percent.
footstool? You can't style harder than that.
Let me just wrap this first game up.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the fog in the shot right now. Damn.
Whoa.
That up tilt's gonna be so good for light craft and boost for layer rates. It's that 2-hit, kind of meaty on the end, and
Yeah.
and like you just if you get a hit, you go in it back or you just start.
He likes to go for up tilt fair instead of up tilt up air. It sounds off stage, so it makes sense. And I feel like I would always go for up air there, but he goes for the off stage play instead. Huh.
But like I said, that up tilt's pretty much the main combo starter. This,
Oh, nice. Yeah,
that up tilt.
too. So you know Fatality is looking to get anything started. So I like the attack the leg just to be more defensive. And just have the quick retaliation up smash out of shield.
Yeah, and this is rough if you're.
I'm never able to do that. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Like if you play against someone that has trouble at the ledge, Falco is not that great on the ledge. I guess you go for the offstage play, or at least put them at the ledge so you can do something from there.
Retaliation up smash out of shield.
Yeah, and this is rough.
Yeah, that there, I'm never able to do that. I can do it out of combos. Like if you go for down throw, fair, and then like do the drag down thingy, and then go for down tilt and whatnot. But it seems like I just don't get the timing right when I'm trying to do it as I engage someone.
Rough if you're fatality.
I tried to do it. But I just never get the drag down. I always get the landing hitbox. I don't know why it worked there.
Position because the first person you had to play was Leo, and then I mean I think this is definitely a lot more doable. No, not like don't.
Oh yeah, I tried to.
Before we wanted it. Oh my!
Oh. Whoa, that mango was something.
Oh,
Big edge here.
wow. Okay. Fatality. We can edge guard spaces, right? We can edge guard spaces, right?
We do these things every now and then.
Up smash trade, and that's gonna be something that some of you might be thinking like, wow, it's kind of...
Yeah, that's what happens whenever I try it. Like I try to fast fall and try to get the drag down, but I just put the other
kind of
way.
weird sometimes. Fatality.
Right there, probably what Lurr wanted was just to push him up.
I just throws up the up smash.
Drag down
This
cool.
actually has a very little amount of lag, so
It's quicker.
Yeah. So that's the thing I'm starting to realize as
very
Falco.
little amount of lag.
Right? Dash back into side B is actually super strong. It's kind of a decent with punish because like side B now starts very quickly. You can get a decent pull up after it. It's hard to punish, even though if you mess up, it's like not that easy. It's like it gives like Falco what he needed. Like there was before the patch, Sabi was kind of unreliable because there was like a kind of a dead zone where you couldn't hit your opponent. But right now it's not an issue. It's very strong. So the issue that people had before is like they would try to bait stuff, like with dashbacks and stuff, but they couldn't get anything in because like they would dash back, and then if the person was like, okay, right there, probably the old side B would have hit, but if the person was like there, right, something at around that range, and the Falco dashes back, there's nothing you could have done. Like there was no option whatsoever that could answer someone staying at about that range. But because now he has like some kind of threat at that range, it's huge because now people have to respect Falco from a further distance. So if someone does something unsafe at that range, he has to think about the burst option that is possible. And just because of that, like, it may force shield at that position. And that's when like Falco just maybe swoops in with a short up aerial or something. Because the person is pressured at pressing shield. Like, the side B is such a good buff. It's so good. Just by the sheer fact that it helps Falco have control at the range where he could not before. Like there was no pressure against the Falco at that range, but now there is. And that's critical because that he needs it. He needs it. He needs it so bad because he's a very slow character. More than most characters. So for him to be able to outmaneuver his opponent, he needs to have control over the stage and control over the zone that is around him. Like before, like his threat zone was about this big. Like there was like the dash attack that could reach, that had a little bit of reach. But then like from here, there's nothing you could do. Like there was laser, but like laser doesn't do anything. Like it conditions, but it's it's not threatening as much as side B, because side B can open up for combos. It just puts the opponent up in the air right above Falco where he wants you. So yeah, just because like the range became from about here to here, it's amazing. It really helps them.
So
It's quicker than you might think.
yeah,
Off jump.
like it's definitely punishable, but it's definitely one of the harder smash attacks to play. Like
Yeah. Alright, well, Larry's doing a good job. Nice.
Laser's so good. I feel like people kind of sleep on it because it's not as good as in the other games. It's so annoying. It does so much for Falco.
I think that Fatalities won their first 10. I don't know if you guys already said that. But...
yes, they did. Or he did.
Raise a shield. Oh my god.
Oh, first to 10, stomped in the head, bro. Did you see that? Bro, how the...
I don't agree with that. Like, this is a kind of a...
First to 10, stomped in the head.
Just for the first up build, I don't like the second one. Like, I like the first one. Like, you get pressured. The second one, like, it feels like it's kind of a bad Falco habit that a lot of Falco has. Like, even Lurr seems like kind of fell into that trap where the second up tilt is like very easy to react, and so you just get punished by being greedy. Because I understand why you do it. Yeah, I understand why you do it, because like there's a ton of people that just release a shield after the second one, but there's other ways to transform that play to something more valuable. You go for the up tilt, the first one, and then maybe turn around grab is better, maybe dash back is better. The second one's like, it's kind of a bit of greed, and it's a little bit lazy, if I would say. It's like, you don't need to really force yourself to do anything after the first up tilt against some players. Like, some players are just gonna raise shield whatsoever whenever you pressure them. Against a good player like Falco, you have to respect it, you have to understand that the second up tilt is probably most likely not gonna land. So maybe like, just turn around grab, maybe get the shield, or watch for the roll, maybe he's gonna roll that way, or maybe he's just gonna grab you after you do the second up tilt. So try to play around that, maybe like dash that way after the first up tilt, maybe he's gonna grab in open air, that's possible. But yeah, I don't like the second up tilt when I'm doing pressure like that. I feel like it's kind of a greedy one.
Bro, did you see that? The timing!
Like, exactly what I said.
First
Like,
to 10, stomped in the
if he dashed back there,
head.
first up tilt, right? The roll comes in. If he dashed that way after the first up tilt,
Did you see?
he could have punished it, like pivot grab, maybe even an up tilt there. And instead he's just gonna get punished.
The timing! My lord! Oh my Fatality, what are you doing? I'm trying to figure it out.
this man
Whoa,
did.
Crazy. Oh,
I got-
impossible. Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Open stage pick.
I guess he really wanted the up tilt because maybe he knew that this was a kill confirmed. So was thinking like, I really need that up tilt because I know the game's over if I get it. So yeah. That's a good argument in favor of it. But it's still a mistake at the end of the day because there was probably other ways to set it up that's more reliable. Like I said, like maybe keeping center stage and go for the up tilt on the roll. I don't know.
Here is obviously, if you guys don't know, the stage list if you play it on Small Battlefield. So that's the stage list we're running. I really like it. I think the way Gamer really formatted this tournament is to really show off this the 8.0 and the 8.1 patch. Right, so we're gonna get to see a lot of.
That's really good. I feel like it's kind of a weird thing, but Falco's quarter actually leads really well the neutral. Like if you guess the short up right, and you input for there as Falco, there's not a lot of things that actually beats it. Like, you would think that a character that puts his face in front of him would eat any sort of hitbox thrown that way, but it's like, it's so good in air-to-air combat for some very weird reason. Like, it doesn't seem like a move that would do it, but it does. So you can't kind of force your way through with a forward air. It's just gonna kind of beat stuff. So like, if you think you're gonna challenge your opponent as Falco, if you think that there's someone in the nearby range where you want to get in front, when you want to run forward, just jump straight up forward there. It's just gonna beat a lot of stuff. Like right there is like, I don't think there's anything. If both players are running in, I don't think there's anything Falcon has in the air that actually beats Falco fair. Like, of course, if he spaces well, yeah, he's probably gonna lose, but say, the usage, the way that Larry Lurr used the forward air is really all about just getting in and kind of challenging air to air the opponent, and that's very hard to contest. Like, the real flaw of this move is like, if you hit a shield and the person holds shield during the landing hitbox, it's unsafe as hell. But if you think you're gonna go into a air-to-air combat, I think forward is pretty good.
A lot of small battlefields, I want to see all the characters that essentially got buffed, to kind of see, you know, how they're gonna shape up in the meta. And we're also.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Like, it's so weird because you watch Fatality, and he does all those crazy Falcon things. You try to pull it off, but you can't. Like, it's so hard to do what Fatality does, because, like, right there, Larry Lurr is just, like, trying to side beat to the ledge. Or actually, onto the stage. I feel like if I tried that, I would die for some reason. Or I would just whip the down air, but like, Fatality knows. He knows how to do it. He's so good.
Good thing that didn't send down.
I was gonna say.
Oh, that's the worst trade possible for Fatality.
Oh.
And I don't think he reacted properly either.
Oh wow.
He shouldn't have died from that.
Good thing that
Oh yeah, okay. So he did the Wi-Fi dodge thing.
didn't send down.
I was gonna say. Oh no.
Oh, that's tough.
That's tough, and I don't see any homeboy stocks coming out.
Down there up to.
No.
Where the homie stocks at? Huh?
That.
Huh?
East Coast versus West Coast. You think that's happening?
Oh, going. It's weird because, like, yet again, it's like Larry Lurr does a lot of up tilts on show. All those up tilts could have been grabbed, I feel. Could probably do more.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is fair. And I mean, to be fair, on top of that, Larry lost the first attempt. So, you know,
Something to tweet about.
I like that way he plays there.
Them lost the first attempt. So, you know,
Something to tweet about.
So, he shields a down tilt. He could maybe get a punish. There's probably a way he could make a punish there. And instead he goes for something much safer. He's just gonna try to get the center stage out of that. Like, he could get a punish there, but instead he chooses as a reward, he chooses to get the stage control back by full hopping and going towards the center stage. So, it's kind of a... Okay, so I think the way you can think about this scenario is that there's playing for... Okay, so there's playing during your opponent's turn to play, and there's playing during your turn to play. So when you're trying to punish someone, as they're pressuring you, you're playing into their game plan, right? Like, of course you can get punishes, but all you can get is get off me tools most of the time. Like, what's the best you could have got there?
Larry lost the first defense, so no.
So he gets pressured by Undertales. Not sure that's what exactly Fatality wanted. Maybe it was, but that's not the point. So Lurr gets down to his shield. The best he could have got there is maybe like back air out of shield. He's facing toward that way, so grab is kind of out of the way. Maybe he can release his shield and then turn around grab. That's a thing. But like, all he can really do is just a get off me tool, right? Maybe back air, maybe jump down air can do it. Like, just retreating down air that way. It's not gonna do much. Like, you're gonna get one hit. And you might be unsafe on hit too, at that percent. Like, it's possible you get punished on hit. But the way that Lurr is playing, the thing that he does is like he's going back to center stage, right? And what that does is like if he plays in a way that he decides what he wants, the next hit is gonna matter so much more than whatever he would get there. And it's gonna be easier because it's gonna be center stage, right? So trying to punish everything that is thrown onto you kind of falls into a point where, okay, you get hits, but it's just gonna be single hits. The hits won't matter as much. Like, they're important, you have to force your opponent to respect you, but it's like, if you really concentrate your game plan all over this, you're never gonna get anything. Like, the hits that matters, they're never gonna come to you because you're not looking for them. Because you're trying to play when your opponent is playing, right? You're never trying to create the opportunity for yourself to play your game. That's what I think of what he did there.
Tweet about them are coming through.
Like, the fact that he has now the stage, like, everything is reset. No one's real pressure.
Larry might. Oh,
We got this is something to tweet about.
them are.
And like, from there, Larry Lurr is in such a more in a better position, right? Because
Not by overextending. That's what's
he can do about anything he wants, right? Maybe he can get a grab. Maybe he can get a falling there into up tilt. Like, the possibilities are there. And they're better, I think.
Are coming through.
Kind of a bit of a choke there.
Larry might be
Get
going
that
on
punish.
2-0 in the set, but we'll see if Fatality has anything to say about that. The offstage, you know, Fatality like 9 times out of 10 is gonna go for the assault.
Ooh, I love that. I love how he dared and just, oh my.
Dare him, yeah, dare him again.
Oh, just the decision making that Larry made off of like just connecting one hit. Getting the turn to like 5.
Ooh, I love the laser to stop the momentum. The fair.
That's pretty good. I think I don't do that enough. The way he did that, that's pretty smart. Like, those kind of grabbing recovery, you can force trades like that, and the people are just gonna fall down because like the multi hits, it kind of does that. And it's always in the favor of the person that does the multi hit. And it's so easy, because like it lasts forever, right?
Air trade on top of that, these edge guards from Larry.
Like, you don't need to get the down air. There's no point. The fair is much easier to land, and the reward is the same. It's not as cool, but as long as the person dies, it doesn't matter, right? I feel the forward is just so much more reliable.
Both these players are playing so hard off stage, and it's just such a spectacle for us.
Alright, shut it down. Shut it down right now. Good lord.
2 frames with forward there, that's pretty good. Places himself in roll distance.
Alright,
Goes
so
for
Larry-
down there. Uses the long lasting bucks to 2 frames.
Larry
Gets
definitely,
the
I think the first attempt was just data.
Yeah.
But they saw
It was-
right
it was-
now.
A couple of days after the character got bugged, so true. Yeah, everyone's still feeling off the patch, right? Whoa!
Oh, okay.
What punish?
You got
I thought that.
on.
Yeah, I thought that air dodge was going to go unpunished, but fatality really on point there.
Is Sour Spot really tuned to up?
I love he's reversing the upper so he can follow up with the back air.
What? Ow!
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it was a misinput for sure. For
Alright,
sure.
Fatality, you gotta do something right now. That was Fatality should Larry did after that.
That was
The
the
big
homie
grab?
talk, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't worry, Larry, I got you.
Nah, that is not a homie talk. That is disrespect. That was more like the dummy. Like the dummy song.
I got your back, Larry. Let's go.
Oh, this is bad.
I mean, to be honest. Already? Already? Are we gonna?
This is a kind of a weird thing about Falco's forward there. Like, there's 2 hitboxes, right? There's the aerial one, and then there's the grounded one. If you manage to get the grounded hitbox, it actually clears faster near the ledge. I don't know if he could have gotten it there, because he did rising for there, and I think you can. But he got the aerial version that I'm pretty sure the grounded version would have killed. If it was possible, because I'm not sure if he could there.
Gonna make this back? I'm trying.
Yeah, he went so close to stage 2. Larry couldn't really line up the forward air.
Oh man.
The opening.
He's getting up there.
Too much rage. He's gonna need some kind of other combo card, maybe a raptor boost. But this is a
No, he's thinking of down tilt. At that person, I think down tilt is just the best move to kill with. So that's why he's spamming it, because he knows like it's easy and good. What he tries to do when he spams to the down tilt is maybe catch him sleeping as he waits at the ledge. But sometimes, if you do those down tilts and the person jumps, they get vulnerable as soon as they kind of get into that area, right? Sometimes you can just kind of clip the person as they jump before they can do anything. So yeah, those down tilt, they get people hanging on the ledge. They can get some people trying to drop down and then jump in, and it catches jump as it comes out. And it's not that laggy, right? So throwing it out doesn't really do anything bad for you.
So like combo setup characters, some of them don't operate really well with rage, right? For certain percentages, obviously. And I think fatality going with the up smash.
Wait a
here.
second.
Oh,
Yeah, Larry might be getting
man!
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Smash
Wait a
here.
second.
Wait.
I just want to go back.
Problem
to
with
this.
some of these like combo setup.
I think the mistake there was kind of go for full hop after the down tilt. I'm not sure that was necessary.
Characters, some of them don't operate really well with rage. But this is the problem with some of these.
Down tilt, double down tilt. Like he's not in he's not in a good position there. Like what if he went instead for walk in that direction after the second down tilt? Like a likely thing that would have happened is like fatality falls down, tries to protect himself with the back air. It's kind of telegraph so you can parry it and then go for down tilt maybe. There's also the option that maybe you would have went for up B, and then if you shield or try to parry you just lose, but
Combo setup character.
like the fact that he ended up in that range made him do like that weird up air that didn't hit anything. It was awkward also for puzzleity, so he went for shield there. I'm just not sure. I don't like, if you're trying to ledge trap, I don't like full hopping. Especially as Falco, because he jumps super high, right? It feels like you lose all your ground control if you full hop. I don't even like short hopping as a ledge trap, but there's moments where short hopping is good. But I definitely don't agree with full hopping there. It feels like the main reason why that worked, why you ended up getting something, is because like fatality kind of messed up, but it shouldn't work.
Some of them don't operate really well.
No, you didn't even get anything. It ended up being a mistake.
Oh, with rage, right? For certain percentages, obviously. And I think.
But I feel like that whole mistake was just all about full hopping at the ledge when you're ledge trapping. I don't really like that.
Fatality going with the up smash.
Wait a second. Oh, yeah, Larry might be getting
Oh man! Great.